Yakoma kasalue makushalanaha kianue akua simuakue. There's actually a line tonight waiting to speak with us. And first, it's the trees. Thank you, beloved Orcadia, for the invitation. The trees step forth to remind us that they are pivotal beings in the new earth, for the new earth. They remind us to call forth to the wisdom of the ancient trees of this land. They remind us again of the purest parts of Aotearoa Te Waiponamu that have been protected, that hold the energies of the first and second golden ages when all was of perfection. And they ask of us to take the time, one session, to specifically call forth all that has been gathered and garnered in these lands to be transferred in their perfection, transmitted, transmorphed into the Christed Magdalene Lighthouse for the world. And beloved trees, we can take that moment now. Let each one of us within our own hearts call to the ancient perfect lands held in Aotearoa Te Waiponamu. Let us call forth for the great wisdom stored within the consciousness of the trees to come forth into our lighthouse. And then for the creation of great forests within our vision of the new earth. The trees desire to be in many of our rooms and lands, but desire great, great forests. Forests of trees that we know that are so ancient, and forests of trees that are beyond our knowing. But they remind us too of the ancientness of the magnolia trees, and we call forth a great forest of magnolias. We call a great forest of the redwoods, which were gifts of beloved Venus. And we call forth a great forest of the indigenous trees of this land. And they each remind us that trees stand for beauty and wisdom and peace. They store in their wisdom only peace. Their wisdom is fifth dimensional and higher. They have never taken on board the chaos of the third dimensional world. And they ask us now to call forth for all the bird kingdom to come, to be with the trees, the perfect birds, for the perfect trees. For this night, the magnolia forest, the redwood forest, and the indigenous forest, we call forth to all the birds of this current time and historical times to come and take form, take residence in these three great, great forests. And so too, we call forth to the animals that naturally inhabit these forest lands, and to the butterflies and bees and moths, all life that was of the forests in their perfection, we call forth this night. We call forth the essence through the tree wisdom for these great forest lands to begin. And through our recognition of self as creator beings, as the I in the midst of each of us, as a great creator being, so too we call forth these creations. In the name of Mother, Father, God, all that is, and the I within. And we bow before these great trees and we thank them. And the trees take us to the stars. For they say, have you never ever thought, who do we talk to? Our great tall beingness. Who do we commune with on the indigo starry nights when the humans are fast asleep? We commune with the stars. The stars are our friends. And we feel the call this night of Matariki. We feel the call of Alcyone. And we are so grateful to Alcyone for the magnolia forest. We are so grateful to Venus for the redwood forest. And we are so grateful to the golden shrine for the indigenous forest of this land. The trees share again that they can share with us the whispers of the stars. They share, they hold within them the stories of the galaxy, of the Milky Way. The great forests and the old lands were actually the ones that held the stories of the sisters of Matariki, of the Pleiades. It was the trees that whispered to the shamans and the elders the stories that they knew. For the stars were like their brothers and their sisters, their mothers and fathers, their ancestors. All the stories of old can be found within the consciousness of the trees. Should we choose to sit in the silence? They share that as we learn to journey into the lighthouse, into the new forest lands, the trees are ever ready and willing to share with us their great wisdoms. Some we might have an inkling of, but much is beyond anything we have ever heard. And they welcome us as we grow in our consciousness around the lighthouse. And they welcome us to come and sit in the silence and receive. There is a mother tree that steps forth. She is not directly of the 3 forest lands we have spoken. She is a pivotal tree. Like in the movie Avatar, that great living tree. She is like that. A great living mother tree, tree of life. And she shares that she is growing as we grow. That she is now a reflection of our combined consciousness. As we come together in group with great love in our hearts and deep gratitude, as we come to the lighthouse, as we pour our love and our gifts and our imaginations and envisionings, she is able to grow. She is like our altar. All that we place upon the altar, the mother tree takes up and holds as vines, as flowers, as bark, as roots, leaves. Each gift she holds in a unique way. And she shares that what we believe we have been creating is far greater than our current knowingness. She shares that she is truly the mother tree of this planet. And it is the love that we have held over many lifetimes for the mother, and then our coming together and our momentum now consciously over 20 years of loving the mother, coming together, being together, loving the mother, that she has chosen to walk with us. She has chosen to reside within what we call the Magdalene Christed Lighthouse for the World. She suggests we'll probably come up with a grander name. But she is with us. And she suggests, because she's looking at what things I've got in my consciousness, that we have a look again at the, it was called Avatar, at the movie Avatar, and the living tree in that, the tree of life, to have a look at that, because it's very similar to what she is like. And she's here to stay, and she's here to grow. And she holds the greatest of love for us. She shares that she will enable us to share the work that we are doing in a way that will be healing for the people of the shrine, the Golden Shrine Galaxy. She shares there's a sorrow in the land. Pounamu has not taken up the sorrow, but it is all around it and it can read it. The trees can read it, but they have not taken it up. But she will guide us in the future of healing ways for the people of the Golden Shrine, who cared for this land to keep it free for this time. And she says to us, go in peace, beautiful daughters, beautiful sisters. I am with you. Please come to me often. You may ask for your light body to come to me in your dreaming. For example, tonight with Mother Vesta, you could ask Mother Vesta and her angels to also come and visit the Mother Tree during the night. And so we give our thanks to the Tree Kingdom. We give our thanks to the Mother Tree. We say, blessed be, blessed be, blessed be.